Hey YouTube, Otto here. We are going to do the next brig build. We were going to work on a different build, but we went in this direction because of a comment in another video. Panda asked for pretty much like the one we were building, but with a stronger broadside. So we're going to oblige and work on that. And we didn't do anything to it. We just pulled the galleon out and put this brig in. So right now we're trying to decide on what color we want to do the frame. So, and I thought about creating a system where the frame color indicates the ship. Pretty much the frame color will tell you what kind of ship it is. Kind of a standardized process. Let's just see what this looks like, this color here. It's kind of hard to see. Too much shadow. Okay, that's not bad. I like it when the colors are real pure on the frame. I think they look a whole lot better that way. Oh, what are we going to do with that upper rail, though? Yeah, we're going to fly around and do this one because it's a whole lot faster getting around the ship. You can do all this without doing that. We don't use black. We use this one, black currant. There we go. Let's put that in there. And for those that don't know, guys, if you make a mistake on something and you need to go back through and erase it, Snow White coloring works awesome for erasing mistakes you've made. So we'll run with that. We're also going to run with some... I think it was mango. We'll find out. We're going to actually put mango in a brush. Yeah, let's see what we get here. Okay, I always carry a brush with me even when I have sprayers because a brush can break down and show you the components. Sprayers won't do that. So let's go ahead and make region 2, which is the rail. This dark purple color like a blackberry. I really like this one over here. This one was well, it was blue and gold, but we actually made the frame a teal, and we were going to do the outside of this one that color too, but when we put it on, it didn't show up so hot. It was almost like a dead color. It was barely visible. They really need to make the colors stronger. They're really hard to see. Many of them, like one time Callie had that whole front left-hand side of the castle there, all different colors. Every one of them was a different color, just so we had a color palette to know what color they were. And many of them were just so bland and so similar to the others that they really didn't show up that great. We could definitely use some better coloring. Okay, but this one here, this is the bright red. And I really like the bright red frame. I think this one looks really good. But I think maybe for this one we'll go with this color. She's not too bad. I wish it wasn't so blotchy. That just looks like someone needed to paint it another coat on it, you know, to remove the blotchiness, but it is what we get. Not all of them show up as blotchy as the others. They're just kind of different. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay, that is where we want to use our mango, I think. Yeah, let's see what that looks like. I think it was this one. Yeah, it is. When you put that mango on the metal, it makes it look bronze, and that's what we want. We want a bronze look. Okay, so now we want that. And now we just need to find out what region. Is it region 1? Yeah, region 1 is that sign. And so we're going to... Oh, I think that was the bright red. Region 1 is the sign. Let's see if... I don't know if it'll let me paint it with a sprayer. 7. It's already region 1. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Some things do not let you spray. You have to use a brush. You don't really have a choice in the matter. Okay, we'll cover that up. Alright, let's do that and apply. That way the nameplate shows up really well. Okay, that looks good. There we go. Alright. I like it. Okay, now let's go ahead and grab a couple decks. We got here, right here we have our medium decks. Okay, we know we're going to use that one. Oh, let's see here. I'm trying to think if we need to put the middle deck on. We don't really have to. We're not going to have gun ports around the side of this one. Although maybe we should. Maybe we should have the gun ports on, at least so it looks like we have a gun ports. Maybe not. It'll probably be simpler without them. Although sometimes, I was in the other build. I had another build that was similar to this. What I found is when I was down in here doing repairs, it's actually easier to know where the panel is at when it's a gun port. Like, you can see these big frames that are cut out for each gun, which they're actually oversized. They could have been half that size. But you'll know where the plank is at by those cutouts. But otherwise, it was a little bit more difficult to find out where the planks were at quickly. So you could only be down there for, like, you know, maybe a minute, 60 to 90 seconds doing repairs. I don't know. Let's drop this other one on. Let's drop the one we know we're going to put on. We can come back through and drop the other one if we want. I'm not going to put it on because we may not use it. It may not be needed. This ship is not getting built conventionally. So, but what we are going to do before we put anything on it is I like doing this here. Oh, this paintbrush is the wrong color. Yeah, we can just throw it on there. We want that one. Alright, let's hit the deck. And I think this makes it look really good when you go through and you pre-paint your deck. Not that. That's what we want. There we go. And region 4, where is region 4? Is that on the top? Sometimes they show you a region and it doesn't do nothing. Like, we're not going to paint the deck. I actually think the decks look better without the paint. I like that one because while it's kind of hard to see now, let me turn the light on. There you go. See? It gives it a whole lot more life under here. All of your beams, your support beams, are now painted. And I really like that. So let's... Obviously you can't see that one, but you can see it around the edge. So we may actually... I wonder what it looks like if maybe... Let's try a different color. What's that going to look like? Let's apply that on. I don't know. It's still pretty dark. It's that beam right there. It's the little one next to that bigger one there. They're very similar. That's probably good enough for that one. We don't need to paint this bottom one. There we go. We're going to leave the decks the same color. I think they look good that way. They're fine that way. Okay, now that we're done painting for now. Can we drop this in here? Yes. Okay. Now we know it has 40 planks. So let's grab 40 and let's go throw them on. Alright, let's just jump inside. It'll be easier. We'll do these ones on the outside. Alright, so this one's for you, Panda. And anyone else who wanted a stronger broadside. I wanted to see one myself. I still have a plan for a different build other than this one. Although, I've already seen this build. I actually already built this. And then I come down here, and I was like... I was standing up here, right? Or actually, no, I think I was like in the air like this. And I was trying to click a ramp right here going down. And I clicked it, and I clicked E, and I went to destroy. And instead of it destroying the ramp, it destroyed this deck. And every single bit of it come crumbling down. And you don't see it out here because I was pretty upset after that happened. I really can't tell you how many times that's happened. Many times has that happened. I wish they would implement something that would be like a pop-up, hey, you're about to delete a ship's deck. Are you sure you want to do this? Because so many of these names, would this, would that, right here in the middle, they blend. And when you're going, you know, when you've been out here a few hours working on it, or you're in a hurry because maybe you're getting attacked or whatever and you're trying to pull resources, you accidentally click decks quite a bit. And so I have burnt probably about a half a dozen to a dozen entire ship builds by doing that right there. Clicking that deck accidentally, not realizing it's on that. And then, poof, there goes the whole build. Now imagine doing that with a mythic build. Okay, talk about like rage quit. Just be ticked. So yeah, I really wish Official would do, the devs, Grape Shot would put something in that prevents you from accidentally deleting such an important part of your ship. Okay, now what do we need next? I think we pretty much have what we needed. Yeah, we're good, we're good. It's raining, but I have my heavier gear on, so I should be toasty warm out here. So this is the attack cruiser. It did end up getting a blue and gold. I think it looks really good. I like the way it turned out. We use slate on the sides, which we do pretty much on all the ships. Slate looks really good. It makes them darker. And we did the same thing to the ship hull down here. And we did line with the gold all the way across. Let's shut one here. There we go. And we golded out those, and we used slate in the center. And so I like it. I think it looks good. Blue in the bottom, and we two-toned the large cannons. You can even paint the figurehead, but you have to use a brush. You can't do it with a sprayer. You can paint this support part here. You can paint the head, and you can paint the eyes. So yeah, I think it turned out really, really good. We did take it out. It was very good. I had no complaints with it. We'll get to it, but FYI, guys, you can fit 6 large cannons in a 4-tile space on Official. I went and checked all that out before I came over here. The key is, if you need more room, don't put solid walls on the right and the left. Put door frames. And then sink the first turret, or not turret, sink the first cannon partway into the door frame right in the center of it. And the same thing on the left. And you will easily, you'll have like a gap this big right down here, down the center between them. Because I like do 3 and then come to the other side and then come back to the center. And you'll have a gap right here that's about that big. If you put door frames on the right and the left and you sink the first turret into the side. Yeah, turret. Why do I keep saying turret? You'll sink the first cannon into the side. Because I'm used to Star Citizen and everything on there is turrets. Okay. So, here we go. We're actually going to go, we'll paint all this afterwards, but this, all the metal on this, the back end, down in here, it's all going to be that bronze. We're going to go bronze on this one. So, yeah. Okay. Alright, so we are going to, like, I'll show you. This is what you want to do on Official. Okay. Now you see how you can recess it? You actually have so much room left over when you're done. You don't have to recess it. I'm going to, but you don't have to. Okay, there's that one. Alright. There we go. Alright, so we always have one gap in between here. We get the hole, and then one tile gap, and then bam, our piece. Okay, so right there is where they're going to go. So we're going to go right there. Right there. This is starting to feel like an old hat. I'm getting pretty good at it, which I really like. It makes it nice for building it. You don't have to hunt for various pieces so much. It's really nice. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's where those go. Right there in the front of that hole. Let's go check the attack cruiser. Let's see what we get here. If that's where they're at. Yes, that's exactly where they're at. Good, 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 good. And I was watching someone else's YouTube channel earlier. And I'm just not throwing the person's name out because I don't want anyone to feel insulted. You know, I'm not about bashing anyone ever. I do try to help as much as I possibly can. I'd rather see people encouraged than feeling like someone's being critical. When we get to the back end here, I'll show you guys when we get there. But what we don't want, oh, there we go. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's how these are done. There we go. There we go. Is that one set in there? Just a hair over the edge. Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm just going to point a piece out when we get to it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how that went. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. I got something wrong here. Yeah, these are off. Yeah, that looks good, doesn't it? What the heck? Oops. It's an old hat, alright. It's so old I'm making mistakes. Yeah, I'm sorry for my voice and stuff like that. I've been sick lately. It's been a crazy winter. Whole family was sick a few weeks ago. Had to miss a lot of work, use a lot of sick time, and it wasn't fun. We're recovering now, but I think it's different now than it was before, but okay, so I can probably throw that right there and that there. Okay, I'm pretty sure it goes one. Here we go, one after, and then I think we go to these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven. And now this one is right there. There we go. That's exactly what that's supposed to look like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. There we go. Okay, now let's just throw the nose on real quick because we know what this is going to look like. I will say when this ship first goes out, it's going to be... It's kind of rough when you first start because you don't have nearly enough crew. And so it gets beat up a bit. You're going to take probably the most damage the ship ever takes at the very beginning when you're trying to level it up and get enough for crew and everything. So, yeah. Alright, we know that is what the front clips looks like. And so let's go to the rear. This is coming across here. Okay. As you can tell, we went with the same setup that we did on the attack cruiser in the rear. It really does work out really well. Not really any complaints with it. It has worked fantastic. So I didn't see any reason in fixing something that wasn't broken. Okay, she's getting the same setup here. I think that was it. Come on, get in there. Wow. We want it on the other side. Right there. Okay, and now we want another floor put in there. There we go. There we go. That's the platform we're looking for. And I actually believe that this is a full-size wall. Yeah. Okay, and then we come back through here and we pull this. I had to look at that tile, you know, real close. I've seen so many builds crumble to the ground by someone. Yo, we did that on another one too. Where we were at, I was with a bunch of crewmates and we were all working on it, and I think every one of us pulled the ship deck accidentally during a build, and we destroyed the thing like 3 or 4 times in the process of building it because of that. It has been a very serious problem building. It has happened several times. So I really hope that they do something about that. To tell you, it's beyond frustrating when that happens, because you can't do anything about it. There is no take back once you delete that. And the problem is you get out here and you're deleting parts so much in a build that all the roofs and the walls and the floors all start blending, and then you accidentally click a deck instead of another piece, and it destroys the entire build. And it is so not cool. I don't think... let's do it. We can change it later if we want to. I don't know that we have to do that on this. We might not, but we will figure it out when we get there. It's okay to do it in the front down there like that. And I did it in the top too, which I maybe shouldn't have. No, you have to do it in the top. Because this... It's funny, because I wanted you guys that are unofficial to know that you can fit 6 in between 2 open door frames like that. But I'm not unofficial. I don't have to build with those pieces. I did that for you guys. And so just know that, yes, 6 cannons do fit in between 2 door frames. So it is possible. So we don't want to hear any, if you can't do it. If you can't do it, you're putting the pieces in wrong. That's all. But it is possible. Alright, there we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm slowing down in my deletes now because of that. Yeah, I was trying to figure out, I'm like, why do I need that piece? And I need that piece in order to place that half wall. Once the half wall is placed, then I can place that floor, then I can place that wall. So yeah, that piece is necessary. If you do it really quick, you can like, boom, floor, half wall, pull the floor out. Or no, you have to connect them. You have to go floor, half wall, floor, wall, and then you can pull the bottom floor out. Everything has to be reconnected before you start jerking out a piece that was part of the main construction. Okay. Okay, what do we have here? I think here we can go... let's go look at the attack cruiser. I'm not 100% sure on that. I think I know what it is. Yeah, okay, it's a slant and then a corner. And then the next corner goes over top of it. And yeah, okay, that's what she looks like in the rear. I really like this, the curves. The smoothness and the curves around the ship really make it look a lot better to me aesthetically. And that's really what I wanted. My first brig build was that... oh, that's got to go up here. Okay, so I think this goes here. There we go. And then maybe like that. Or maybe it wasn't 3, maybe it was just 2. Oh, it was just over here. I think it's only 2. Yeah, this one doesn't cover all the way, the back corner there. And maybe it should, I don't know. But that's a piece that we didn't really anticipate. So maybe we will just stop with the 2 and we will, yeah, like that. And we'll put this one in now. That one right there. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's what it looks like for the platform. And we're going to stick with the 2 mediums going out the rear, although the rest of this entire ship is going to be large. I almost said heavy again, but they can be heavies because they are heavy. Because of the utility you get with the medium cannon. You can't get that with the large. I actually have 2 other builds in my head after these. And we'll get to them, but for now, we're going to work on this one. I'm not sure what we're going to call this one yet. I was thinking, whenever the rename ship command works in-game, I know right now it's showing up, but it doesn't work. I'm going to change the name of that one. That one's probably going to be named something like Polaris, or maybe this one will be Polaris, and that one might be something else. But I want it to be like AKA attack cruiser. And then I will probably change up and go very... I'll probably create a system where the frame color will always match the name of the ship type. Yeah, I'll probably do something like that. That way there's no guessing what type of ship it is. You'll know what kind of ship it is as soon as you get on and you see the frame color. It'll give it away. There we go. Okay, let's get these on. This is your lowest tier of armor. Okay. Yeah, we're getting the shell down really good. I really like this shell. I went back and I looked at my old brig build, one of the first ones, the prototype that was all armor with 9 large cannons in the front, and it was strong. It hit really hard. No complaints there. It just looked like a floating cigar box or something. It was very blocky. I didn't like that. I think I said the same thing when I was building that one. I really like the way these look a whole lot more tactical. Like maybe if we're done, maybe we'll paint the outside of it. What's that color? Like a carbon fiber color. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, now what do we have here? I'm still getting down the back cabin. I know there's a series of walls in here. I just don't know how wide they are. Oh, this one went from the platform straight down. Okay, well, I guess that leaves it up to us then, because the other one I built, it wasn't built that way. I actually went like 3 or 4 walls wide here, like full walls, like that wall right here, this wall right here. And I went 3 or 4 wide here, and I'm trying to remember, you know, what I did. It so does matter. But what we also have here is, how did I do that? Was that? No. It was up. It was up. It was up. Yes, it was. Okay. I'm trying to remember how the deck was. 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing here. This actually gets filled all the way across. There we go. Okay, let's go grab a sprayer. Let's go grab our red sprayer. We got a red here. There it is. We don't need these on us. I just have a distant memory of it in my head. No, it was here. I'm pretty sure it was here. Okay, there we go. Yes. Yes, because the other one had racing stripes on it when it was done. The outside hull. It looked so cool. I was so ticked when it got burnt. Okay. Alright, alright. I'm starting to remember what she looked like. It's coming back to me. It's all coming back to me. Okay, we know this is going to be a floor in here. It is, but it probably will be to our benefit to wait. We're going to put our cannons across here. So let's grab our cannons. Ship cannon underscore L space 8 space 0 space 0. Was it 8? Yeah, it was 8. But remember, guys, while I have 8 here, I'm going to put in between here. You're only going to be able to fit 6, okay, on official. So just keep that in mind, okay? And I think I'm gonna change these a hair. That's what you have to do right there. Oh, I need to drop down to the ground. There we go. Now I gotta let's turn my light on so the shadows aren't messing me up. I gotta realign myself here. Okay. Okay. That's what you gotta do right there. You gotta recess that leg inside that door frame in official. Now, we don't have all those building restrictions and stuff here, but I'm just letting you guys know that when you do it on official, that's how you get it deep enough inside there. If that's a solid wall, you can put that shoulder in there a little bit, like that, but you're not going to be able to gain the rest that you could normally get. Really, we just need the cannon to clear. I don't want it too far forward. I guess it doesn't matter with this one. It just needs to be in there well. I want it slightly turned when it gets dropped. Okay, it's turning the whole thing. Maybe that's not the right way to do this. No, I don't think it is. We're going to do this a different way. Okay, we're lined up where we want to be, but we know that is not... Oh, how are we going to do this? I know. We have to start misaligned. We have to go like that, and then line that up on the grain of the wood, on the seam in between the wood. If you look on screen, right at my F6 in my hotbar, you're going to see that the F6 is slightly to the left of that seam in between the two planks on the deck. It's just a, you know, just a little bit. I guess maybe if you put a measuring tape down there on the piece of wood there, it might be like an inch to the left. And that's what you want. You want it to be slightly towed into the right when you're dropping it. and you want that so that they're shooting inwards. These are, I have these down, I know exactly how to connect them, just like that. That's 2. Every one of these is going to be slightly slanted because I did that. And I only slanted it just a small amount. There's 3. I hope these all fit. They should fit. I'm connecting their handles. There's 4. Okay, now we're going to come over here and do the same thing, except we're going to do it from this side. That way what they do is that you can't see it, but it's creating a slight V. That's the part that's farthest forward. This here is the part that's farthest back. And so it's going to have a slight slant on it. And you're creating that so that when they shoot, they're shooting slightly inwards. You want that. It makes it easier to hit a point. That is the simplest way I'm going to tell you to calibrate your cannons when you're dropping them down, these large ones, to hit a single point. Okay, I got to line this up. There's another way to calibrate it. It takes a whole lot longer to do it. This is all preliminary because these are not... These are basic cannons. These are not like the high-end cannons I have over in the cabinet. And so these are all getting put down like this. Alright. Okay. Alright. Hang on. I lined myself up. Now these... I want slightly to the... There we go. We want these slightly to the left. So we're purposely misaligning ourselves. There we go. And then we'll go forward some. I hope that's it. It's hard to do these ones because there is no point to really line them up. The other ones, you get the front of the deck they're on. These ones are free floating here on the deck. You don't really have a strong alignment point. So we're going to run with this. There we go. See how all their handles are tight right here? They almost look like one solid piece. That's how I was aligning them. And then you get this gap here down the center. Which actually isn't big enough. These ones are actually staggered back some. And that's why it's so hard. That's why it's so hard to do this. Maybe what we should do next time is a line here in the center. And then slightly cut yourself, like, you know, that inch over like I just did. And then make sure these 2 dots on their feet are lined up here. Because this one is slightly farther back than this one here. It's okay in the preliminary run like this, but we can see they're probably 3 to 4 inches difference here from front to back. But we'll leave it for now. Ooh, we'll leave it for now. I might make a video. That will show you guys how to calibrate your large cannons like a pro. It'll take a couple hours to do full sets around a ship, but trust me, it's way worth it, and you will be hitting, you know, like bunnies at 50 yards kind of stuff. With a whole volley, it works really awesome. It is time consuming though. Okay, so these ones are easier because you got the front of the piece here. You know when they change color, you're too far forward, you bump back a hair. You know they're far easier to calibrate. These other ones aren't that easy. There we go. We'll stop there. Okay. Okay. I actually believe that this... Yeah, we'll get to that. Let's get these other ones on. And these will probably come out. I don't believe those are going to stay there, but we're going to put them on there for now so we can drop these other cannons in. See? Okay, see, these ones are different because you can line up you can line your feet up across the bottom edge there. That is so close. It's actually the left side foot is a hair closer than the right side, but it's such a tiny, tiny amount. We're not even going to worry about it. Now we're going to not touch the mouse. We're going to push all the way forward until it's off the edge. Then we're going to back up a smidge right there, and then we're going to cut left. Okay. We're going to cut back a little bit more and try to go over. Nope, not there. Back a little more. Nope. 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 Back a little more. Come on. Back a little more. Come on, what's the problem here? It's going to have me all the way back. It's on a floor. Yeah, something's wrong with it. It's not letting me place it as close. And let's try this. What happens if we put a wall in there, if we put a floor in there? See if it has a problem. There it is. See, it didn't like the proximity to the floor. Alright, that works. Alright, same thing here. We're going to line up off the bottom so that they're both really close. There we go. That's dead on the line. Both feet are dead on. So we're going to push it forward. Back it up just a hair. There we go. And we're going to push left. And it'll go in, and we're right behind there, but actually we want to be back more. We want to be probably back here like that. Maybe we want to be right before it hits. Right before it hits that foot right there. Yeah, like that right there. That way the bottom of the cannon and the bottom of the door frame right here, where they got that fancy molding on the outside in the bottom left by my left hand on screen, is barely missing that piece of mold. And the reason for that is if you ever decide to cover these and make them look stealth, you need to be able to face their noses all the way down and then put a slanted piece of, put a ramp in there to cover it, and it will cover it. It will fully cover it. But we want these slightly there. I did cut it slightly to the right, and we did that on purpose. Okay. I'm trying to line up the right hand foot on the cannon with that line, with the plank line down there on the deck. That's pretty close right there. So we're going to go ahead and place that one there. And we're going to be very careful not to monkey with the mouse. I'll put that one there. You can move the mouse when you're going to select it, but the moment you select it like that right there, don't press the mouse again. That way it doesn't mess up your alignment. Alright, that can push the mouse. And then we'll have one more here. And these are actually easier to place if you're farther away from the turret than this. These are all really tight. Okay, we're going to go like this. These ones don't need to be tweaked slightly to the... Alright, I'm going to back up some. These don't need to be slightly tweaked to the right. These need to be slightly tweaked to the left. Alright. There we go. Oh. Okay, there it is, lined up. We're going to go slightly, come on, slightly to the right. There we go. And now we're going to stop moving. Oh, now I got to do it again. Okay, there it is. Now there it is, slightly to the left. Let go of the mouse. Okay, it didn't move at that time. It helps if you drop your DPI on your mouse way down to do this. That way, if you do slightly bump it or anything, it is minimal. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to just line up the feet. Actually, we need to line up... We don't need to line up the feet. We need to line up these handles as close as we can get. That might be it right there. That's it. And now we'll do these other 3. Okay, again, we're lining up the handles. You unofficial, you won't be doing that. You won't be lining up handles, you'll be lining up feet. You'll be lining up your feet. Your feet on your cannons, they can't overlap like these ones are, but they can go tight together. And so that's what you're going to line up, is your feet, and you're going to line them up tight together. All right. Oh well, we're going to have to redo these ones. I forgot. I'm not jam tight stuck like on official. I need to align mine from the right in, and we do have the edge to work with. Let's see if I can get these down relatively quick. Okay, that's good right there. Let's make sure we're lined right up. Nope, actually we are. We're slightly turned in, and that's exactly what we want. And we forgot to place this. There we go. Let's do it again. I didn't want a huge gap on the right-hand side after placing those. I want it to look like showroomish when it's done. It's all about taking pride in your work, putting out high quality. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to line this up right before it hits that piece of mold. We're going to scoot it in so that it lines up with that third one, just like that right there. Alright, that'll work. And we're going to go right. Line up the handles. I actually slightly tweaked this to the left. I didn't tweak the first one, but that's okay. These are all preliminaries. There we go. You can tell when the weight gets lower. There we go. There we go. Those are a whole lot closer. At least they're touching this time. That'll work. That'll work good. Okay. So now we're going to drop the roof on these. And we're going to know how well we did by coming in here like this. Grab this. Push it all the way forward. I can't reload or anything and show you firing arcs or nothing because we don't have a ammo deal on here yet. And we're going to do the same with this one. Okay. And we're going to do the same with the outside too. Because they're all on an angle, and so we want to make sure our outsides are hitting right and our very, very inside. If the outside and the insides both hit, then the two in between will definitely hit. We'll be good. Okay. Now let's go check them and see what we get here. Okay, see how that has a tiny bit of overlap there? That one's clipping. That one's clipping. Okay. Okay. Now I'm trying to check how I did the alignments down here again. How did I do that? Oh, I lined the feet. I aligned the feet right in front of this piece of molding right here. So what I'm seeing here, this will work, but it's a bit tighter than I like. So what I would do, I think they'll all be fine because they're not clipping into the barrel. But what I would do is next time is align it with the molding and then push it forward like an inch. Push it forward like an inch, and you're going to clear this. You move forward an inch here, maybe even 2 inches. Let's see how far back we got to go. Let's see the throat of the cannon. Yeah. Probably about 1 to 2 inches. You go 2 inches to be safe, and it won't clip, and it will go all the way up. But on the other side, they're definitely far enough back that... Here. Oh, wrong direction. See if we go down. There we go. And we'll do this one down. There we go. See here. Alright, now if we do this... Come on. Come on. Alright. Notice, no clipping. No clipping on the front. And that's what we're trying to prevent, is we don't want clipping on the front. Kind of gives it away a little bit. If you decide you want to conceal these. You never know, you know, you might want to come in looking like a pleasure cruise, and you can conceal them if you want, and then pull them out when you need them. But that's it right there. And I think what we did was this, and then we went like this. No, that would have blocked the front out. That would have blocked the front end out, and that is not what we want. So what did we do? Okay, we went one past. Okay, both rows. Okay, the extra one has an extra layer of armor. Okay. But still, right on the very corner where it's at, there's your corner that's supposed to be meeting with the outside of the frame of your armor. And then you... Okay. Okay, yeah, that works. Just like that. And then... just like that. There we go. That's it. Alright, that's our front clip. We're not going to worry about the second layer of armor. I don't know that this ship is going to get that second layer. So, yeah. This was not here, because this is a ramp that goes down, and this is a door right here, and that is a regular. Yep, that's right. And then no, we want it under, not sticking out. So we'll try the right door. There we go. Oh, that's not what I had pictured. I did this yesterday with one, and I just kept pressing it over and over. And it was like, see? Every time it looks dead on, then you click it and it flips it. No idea why they do that. None. Again, alright, we're going to change the playing field here. I don't know. It is not playing nice, that's for sure. Alright, that's what we want. There. We're going to come over here. This is going to be the same. But y'all are in for a treat for these broadsides, except this one's going to be the left side. I hope. Let's hope this one doesn't fight with us too. What in the world? Well, let's do this. Maybe it'll be easier if it has something to flip down on. That looked like it, but it looks like it's too far out. That one looks more right. It's supposed to be in. Yeah, that's in. Oh wait. Maybe I'm confusing these. Maybe I did that first one wrong. Yeah, I think I did. They're supposed to be in. This one's wrong. Interesting. What did I just destroy? No idea. Alright. Alright, there we go. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Oh, I know what I did. I broke that door frame that was here. And that's probably why I wanted it outside. Man. I'm sorry, y'all. This is... I don't remember how they were supposed to be in here. I had it right the first time. It's supposed to be under the door frame so it protects it from damage. And it's not poking out. This one is wrong. That's wrong. It's not the right one, it's the left. They're always confusing. It's this one. If it will let me. It might not let me. There, that's it. Okay, that's it. Alright. Now, we're not going to place that across there till we drop those cannons. And actually, all this floor here has to come out. We have a sail that goes in here later, and it doesn't like going down if there's stuff in the way. And we're not going to put crew right now, so we don't need any of this here. Yeah. There. And there shouldn't be anything here. No, there's nothing. Okay. So we want to leave that open for the sail. And I put... Okay, here we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's right. Okay, now we get to have fun with this side. There we go. And flip it so that it goes over here. It'll probably go up better once it sees this. There we go. There we go. That wasn't so painful. There we go. We got it. That's how it's supposed to look. This back, we don't know yet. There's many ways we could join these two. We will figure it out. I have a vague image of what it looked like before on the previous one. I liked the previous one. That's why I was like, well, how did I do that? Okay. Later, these might get changed if I get into combat and I find out these cannons are getting hit through this. This here, this wall is going to get pulled out and it's going to get changed to a solid. The same with this one and the same with these two down here in the front. But remember, guys, you can't fit 8. You can only fit 6 because of the way you have to space your cannons. So you're going to have 6 here, 6 here. It's going to look just more like that one over there. This set of cannons here is actually a lot of fun. I think we're going to drop them in now. What we got here? Cannons right there. And we actually need... Okay, that'll work. I was going to say we need several. Okay, let's go ahead and drop down. These ones we're going to line up off the... Oh, that's right. That's right. I have to tear this out. I remember doing this on the other one too. It's fine to put it in when you're building it. They're like build markers. And I want these gone because now I can put these in here. because I need that gone so I know exactly where my front edge is. Okay, that's straight. And then back a hair, right there. And then to the right until she turns blue. Right there, there's one. And keep the handles tight. Remember, I'm aligning handles, you guys are going to align legs. On official. If you're on official, you're going to align legs. Or any server that has that build type. Okay, there's 3. There's 4. And there's 5. Okay, now we're going to come down here. I know some of y'all are already doing the numbers. You're like, wait a minute. He just did 5 and he's going to the other side. Does that mean? Does that mean we're going to have 5 more down this other side? That's right. That's exactly what we're going to have. I said I wasn't sure if I wanted to call this one the Assault Cruiser or the Destroyer. I may even codename it Javelin. There we go. We got to go all the way forward till she turns blue. Back up. And then to the left till she turns blue. Right there. There's one. I love it. I love it when they put that picture right in the way. Thank you, Grape Shot. Frankly, I don't even think you should be seeing ship info unless you're actually looking at the ship to get the info. 2. Three. These aren't dead tight, but that's okay. I know I have the room. Oh, we're moving slightly forward. Now I gotta go right there. 4. And then slide sideways. 5. There we go. See, their legs are so similar. That's how they're supposed to be. And you can get that tight. You can get that kind of precision with the left to right when you use the front edge as your point. It's so much easier to use the front edge. However, these cannons, if they are not ultra tight when they are pushed downwards, if we go to cover them, they will slightly clip. That's the downside. But I do find it way faster and easier. So, okay. So now let's go ahead and throw these back in here. There it is. And you can see you have 2 banks of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe, hang on, let me think a sec here. 6, 7. On official, you're going to get 7 to 8. I don't know exactly how many because I did not do this exact test on official. I did the other front test. I didn't do the side test. So you can see right there. That's right. That's 10 large cannons on a broadside on top of 16 in the front. And we're going to have 10 more when we're done in the back. And so it is an absolute monster. You do have to put points if you're on official. If you're running 6-6 in the front, 8 in the rear, because you got 6 across the center, and then you got your 2 medium utilities on the left and the right. They are going to full-time shoot bar shot and explosive barrels. That's why they're back there. Okay. And your sides here, you're going to fit 7 to 8 large, or you could. It's totally up to you. You can mix and match. You could go like 4 large, and then maybe 4 or 5, maybe even 4 or 5 large and 4 and 5 mediums. Mix and match them. And I would recommend running bar on all your mediums. It's really hard for someone to keep up with ship damage, like structural damage and sail damage. And a lot of people, especially if you're in PvP, they don't carry around sails. Most people carry around planks galore. Usually tons of people have planks galore, but they're not usually running real high in their sails. And if you are destroying sail and ship, that's a lot. It's a lot to keep up with. Okay, so let's drop these other ones over here. Okay, here we go. And we have 4. We need 4 more. Actually, we need 6 more. We'll just do that. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I forget every time. We got to destroy this front clip, this front end. Whatever you do, do not forget to place that. Yep, here we go. Up, 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 up. Okay. Do not forget to put these back in when you're done. Because if you forget to put these in and you go over there and you rip those out, this whole floor is going to fall to the ground. And you're going to lose all the work you just did. So don't do that. And yeah, you can build this whole thing on your feet. Ground, you know, running around. Set up a cabinet, put all your cannons in and all that stuff there. We'll have to redo that one. I don't know why that fell, but it did. It should have stayed connected to the angle, to the ramp that was there, but it didn't. So whatever. We'll get it when we get back over there. We'll have to put it back up, in fact. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. I want to be back some. See, I'm not even, like, really... I don't want to see the ship's info. I don't want to see that it's just under 7,600 pounds. I wish you could only see that if you were actually, you know, pushing a button or something on the ship to see it. It's constantly getting in the way when you're building. Okay, there's one. There's 2. Wait a minute. Alright, that's 2. Wanted to make sure they're not getting off of alignment. That's 3. Okay, if anything, they're pointed in slightly, which is better. It's better to be pointed in slightly. In is to the right. When you're working from left to right, it's better to be pointed slightly to the right than the left. If they're pointed to the left, they're going to be shooting out. And you do not want your large cannon shooting out. It's better to have them shooting in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright, let's get over here quicker. Yeah, I don't know why that busted out like that. I don't know. We're not going to need... we'll leave that there anyways. We'll leave it. We don't know what it's going to do. Yeah, I don't know why that busted off when I pulled the floor. It shouldn't have. It should have kept itself linked just like that. Okay, here we go. Okay. Let's align these. Okay, that's good. And cut right there. Cut forward. Right there. There's 1. There's 2. That's a bit off. I'm actually too close to these, that's why they're being a pain to put down. Okay, there's... I lost count, it's probably 3. I'll know when I get stuck over here and I can't put any more down. There's 4. I think we got 1 more going here. There's 5. Okay. Alright, that works. Alright, now we gotta get back over on the other side. And again, guys, you're only going to be able to get like 7 or 8 on official. I think if you're... What I would recommend on official is leave these angle walls out. Leave this out. Leave the door frame out. Do the same thing over here. Leave them out and then place the cannons. You may even want to place the first cannon and then come back and put your walls down. Make sure they actually will go down and there's not a conflict that will prevent them from going down. And then go back through and run your other 4. And I recommend building from the outside in, keeping them lined up. You know, kind of be meticulous about keeping them lined up. It does matter how they shoot. And that way your gapping in the center is even. It's really up to you. You know, if you don't care how it looks, throw them down. Don't even sweat it. If you do, then, you know, be more meticulous about it. Okay, so we got all those. Yeah, that's right. Okay, now we can put these down. Alright, and this gets totally covered. Yep. It gets 100% coverage. Okay, now this is kind of like whatever we want to do. Before, did I have it there? I think, I don't remember. I have a door on both sides here. The reason why there's a door here, right there, is because the captain's platform goes right here. And then the lieutenant's platform goes right here. And they're lined up even right here in the front. They're centered, even spacing across the front. That way when the captain leaves the helm, he can run down here and get right in quick. The lieutenant can follow too, but the lieutenant just doesn't get one on this side. And the lieutenant doesn't get one on that side because of this right here. This right here is where that right there is the ramp that comes down in order for you to get crew up to this upper deck. You probably could move this over. Well, this is going to be filled, but we're leaving it empty for now because of a sail. You could probably drop your sail in here and then put your floors in and then drop a ramp down, but it's gonna, half your ramp's going to be gone from the sail. As long as you can get your crew up here, you can do it, and then you can put another door over there on the other side. And that way your lieutenant can get in real quick too, for whatever reason. And I usually, with the way I have it set up when it's done, is they come down the ramp and then boom, right here in front of them is a set of cabinets. So that you have quick access for gear, resupplies, food, and a place to throw recipes or blueprints when you get them out there. Okay, I gotta eat. When you get them out there. You know, when you're fighting ships of the dam and whatnot. Or players, you know, whatever you're doing. 4, 5, 6. I can eat like half of these. Oh, you can eat so many berries when your berries are bottomed out. Okay, and then I can drink. Well, I didn't use almost any fluid. I'm going to lose some. 3, 4, 5. Okay. I didn't use almost any fluid. Okay, I tore all those out, but I don't need this stuff on me. There we go. Okay. So yeah, it's a quick access entry for the captain and lieutenant. And depending on how you decide to do your interior, you could put one on the other side for the lieutenant right here. It's up to you. Yeah. And the other thing is, just the explanation behind it, I do not put my guns right on the edge. And the reason they don't get put right on the edge, because things right on the edge take more damage. I do not want my high-end guns getting obliterated because they're too far forward. That's the same reason, and I've seen other guys' builds, and I'm not knocking you guys, I'm not knocking your builds out there, and I know we're all out here trying to do the best that we can, but I strongly recommend in the back of the ships here, you set your cannons back. Okay, this is like 1, 2, 3. Mine start at the third row on purpose, because if you've ever noticed, guys, in a lot of fights from Ship of the Dam, from whales, and even players, when you're running, your rear end takes a lot of damage. You do not want your high-end cannons being right dead center of the place that takes the most damage. I've seen tons of whale videos and been out there hunting them myself and stuff. It's the exact reason you also won't see me putting my high-end stuff in the back end of the ship. Because the back end of the ship gets absolutely obliterated a lot of times. And so you don't want anything important back here. And I would recommend nothing super important in the very nose either. I recommend you put all your main stuff either on this deck, the middle deck or the bottom deck right here in the center. The center of your ship is one of the safest places on the entire ship. So I recommend you put your most important stuff there. Your resource boxes, you know, your super important cabinets, your emergency cabinets for emergency repairs, your gold and stuff like that. Any high-end recipes, any cabinets that you need for that kind of stuff, I recommend down the center of the ship. Don't put it in the back, don't put it in the front. They both get a lot of attention during fights. So protect your most important. Okay, so 6. Yeah, this ship is a handful. Like I said, you're probably only going to get 6, 7, 8 across the sides. Or I'm sorry, 7 or 8 large across the sides on official. We've already seen you can get a double 6 in the front and a 6 here in the back with the 2 sides. You can go large if you want large. I just recommend the utility from the medium. 2 mediums, that's a total of, on official it's going to be 8 cannons. On this it's going to be 10 because I can fit 8 cannons right here. Just like in the front. It's going to be 2 banks of 4. So we're going to do those now actually. There we go. Alright, let's turn that on so we can see what we're doing. Okay, let's align. Right there, that's dead on. Oh, we need more cannons. There we go. Oh, I did it again. I forget. I mean, it's just, you know, it's going to happen when you're building ships. I forgot these can't be on. Actually, I think I just need that nose one gone. I think I need that one gone, and I think I need this one gone. That way I can get the starting cannon right. It has to turn orange so I know where it's at. Okay, let's line this back up. Remember, you're trying to get the very, very back of the F6, right on the line of the deck, in between the deck boards, right there. Then you want to line your front. I have a mark on my monitor that shows me the center of my screen, and so I know that my center of my screen is dead on that seam up farther up. In the bottom, I have to use the F6. So what we do here is now we're going to slightly turn it out like that right there, which is about 1 inch, and that's what we want, and that's so that they're shooting inwards. Okay, and now we're going to slide left, not touch the mouse, move forward. Okay, she's changing color, and we need to drop down to the deck. Okay, push left, there, forward, back. I think it's going to be right there. There's one. Why are those off? I don't know. But we're not going to take any chances. I have a feeling this front is messing stuff up. Alright, we're gonna try that right there and see if we can't get these right. Try it again. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's right. They were a pain before, weren't they? Well, we're going to run it that way anyways. I know I can get it to go farther to the right if I want to put a floor over there, but we're not going to put a floor. I want to see if we can get them lined up without doing that. There's one. There's two. There's 4. Okay. Now let's go up front here and let's rejoin this side before we do the other side, just in case. I actually think the other side is hanging on because that was still there. Okay, so now we can come over here and pull these out. And the reality is, guys, when you do this, don't even build the back of the ship here until you lay these cannons. In fact, as soon as you have this whole piece up here and you have your floor right here and you lay your back floor where your guys are going to stand, go ahead and drop your cannons. I'd recommend dropping them immediately. That way you don't go through these headaches. I'm having to tear stuff up because I'm building stuff too fast. Alright, I gotta remember I gotta calibrate. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna go slightly to the right, just like that. We're gonna back up. What's the problem here? Okay. Forward. Back, left, back. Right there. No, it should not be doing that. There's something wrong with the alignment if it is. Now I'm staggering them, but I don't mind. They're preliminaries. I'm not going to sit here and fuss on this for 15 minutes because they're not lining up dead on. That one was better, but I don't know why the first and the second. It did it on the other one too. It was turning orange when I was stepping sideways. And I shouldn't have been stepping forward. If anything, I should have been stepping backwards. There we go. That works. But you can see our starting points were that far off on the rights and the lefts. And it didn't help any that this got staggered right there. But whatever. Like I said, these aren't the finals, so this is going to work. You can't really tell in their lineup like this, but we know they're slightly off. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Alright, now I believe what I did... Okay, yeah, I remember now. Okay, so let's place this here. Right? And then we did this and a half stair right there. That's right. And then we did a full wall right there, and I believe... Was it? Did I end it there? Maybe I did. Maybe it was 3. Maybe it was 4. We'll see. We'll see. We'll go to the other side and catch it up. I actually found I liked this better. Connecting these this way. There we go. I liked that better. Coming off of here, walking down here, and then over to here to your cannon, where you can fire out the back. I did like that better, so that's why we're going to stay with that. We'll put that one there, that one there. Okay, we'll drop these in. Then we're going to drop down halfway, right there, right there, right there, right there. And this is where we get all these layers of armor in the back. Okay, so... let's see here. Can barely see that. Okay, we can fill these back in. Okay. I think this is where I had the... I think this is where I had the other door frame. Yeah, I think it was like that. This may have been a solid wall. Maybe it was a solid wall there like that. And then maybe this was one of these. There we go. And then no, that was not like that. Couldn't have been like that either. If anything, that one probably ran. Yeah, that one probably ran dead right there. And then that was probably right there. That looks more like what I believe it was. There we go. You get the valley there. Wait, is that how it was? No, it would have had to have been one more forward. Maybe the door was over one. That looks wrong. It looks wrong because let's pull the door out. I think it's wrong because I believe however this terminates, it terminates like this. Okay? And whatever's under it matches. It flows. I didn't have flow problems here before. So something is still wrong here. Oh, maybe this is the wrong one. Maybe. What in the world? I can't remember what it was here. Oh. I think. Let's just try this and see what we get here. 3. I know that that's how it was. At some point, that's what happens. It ramps down into this other one. So let's see what else we get here. The question is how do you fill this out so that it is not all jacked up? Was that like that? I mean, I can do a wall and double armor it. Maybe that was there. That just doesn't look right. I don't know. How about this? No, there wasn't a problem inside. I don't remember there being anything inside. Like that would be down inside. That maybe. What happens if we rotate that to that right there? Now drop down. Walk up. Lower. Okay, we can't squeeze ourselves in here. If we can't, neither can the enemy. But that still doesn't... that still doesn't look right. Why does this seem like it's wrong? I know it's wrong, because I didn't use one of these like that. This one doesn't look right either. There's only so many options here. And I know I had enough room inside here that this was not tight. That would not be farther back because that's 2 and this was actually here. Okay, I put this on the outside just like that. I remember because this is kind of like my go up side. Okay, and then we can still... And I don't even know why the guy hits right there, but he does. And like, he shouldn't hit. You gotta duck down, but you fit in here fine once you're in here. I don't know, but you can... it's how you're gonna have to get up and down there. That's just the way it is. Okay. How did we do this? This is filled. I already know that. And I'm pretty sure that's how that was. Let's go ahead and put this here. There we go. Let's go in here. Where'd that other one go? There it is. I'm like, where'd it put it? Okay. Okay, which means I'm trying to remember where the other. Okay, the other wall was, or the other door was right there. I know it was because I was thinking about doing this and then going down. And I didn't on the other build. I ended up going straight down ramp. This uses more pieces, but I like the way it enters better. I think it enters a lot better. And this one over here, this was a door too. This was the door on the lieutenant's side. So the difference was I just did that right there. That's how you got in. And we can still do that. Captain may want to come in here. One of these rows, once the sail gets put down, does connect here. In the meantime, this is coming out. Oh, that's coming out. Okay, we gotta get... That's coming out. Those I do not believe will get in the way. These center two, you gotta keep clear all the way down through. Nothing can be in the way. Otherwise, your sails won't go down. Okay, so let's go outside and figure out how we're gonna finish this. I don't know. This might just end up being like this right here. We'll end up putting double armor here, right there, right there. I could do this, but I don't like it. No, I don't like it. I think we're just going to put this. I think we're going to put that in there. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to get. I do not know if that's what we did before or not. I really don't remember. But that's how we're going to terminate it this time. Okay. Okay. Over here. Yeah, there's a good chance this is going to end up getting pulled out and going solid. It even looks weird to me. This one too. Just being able to look down in there looks strange to me. I would prefer it be solid. We'll probably pull them out. Okay, now we did this. I said that I think this was 3 or 4 walls wide here. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So, and then down here we get this. 1, 2. Here we get this. Right. Yep. And then we get this. Then we get this. And that. Tuck it in. Yep. It's tucked in, right? And this one's tucked in. Yeah. Alright. It's very clean. It's got very clean lines. There's really not, you're not going to get lost as to what's where. Do whatever you want in here, guys. The rest of this is literally yours. I don't know how you guys want to build your pieces. What's left? You got 1, 2, 3, 4 doors to put on it. This, even if the crew dies with the cannon here, you can't get in here. The cannon just gets in the way. In fact, I'm just gonna, while we're in here, I'm gonna drop these other 2 cannons. I only need 2. Alright. There we go. Alright, and you can't walk in there because the cannon's all up in the way. However, if that cannon... Oops, wrong key, but whatever. If that cannon gets taken out, somebody could walk through there. So maybe you want to do something about that. Right? You know, you can build this any way you want. In fact, you could, okay, you could drop this down, this floor down to here, the height of this medium cannon all the way across, and then put a ramp down and then a half stair at the bottom. And then once you have it down like that, you can encapsulate this in here like a room and put a door on it with a lock. Yeah, you could do that to cover these. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so those are down. We don't have to... anything else with that. I leave that there like that. I'm going to pull this out. And I'm going to put a normal in there like that. And I'm going to pull this one out. And put a normal in. There, that looks so much better to me. Okay. Now let's pull out that doorway and put a normal in there. You want it poked to the left. That will prevent the top edge from poking out and taking damage when this ramp takes damage. Okay, so I just placed these wrong, guys. That's all me. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Now the doors are off. This one's forward, this one's back, but whatever, it doesn't matter. They're still stacked on top of each other. Okay, these have multiple rows of armor. This whole back cabin here has 2 rows of armor there. Let's go over here. Let's get some doors. What do we have here? Doors, right there. Okay. And we don't need these. Let's drop these in. And obviously, if you have recipes, run what you can run. Especially on your doors. I have them, but again, this is all preliminary. It's a... oh, I didn't put that in yet. I was like, why is that not going in? Okay, I have recipes for all of these, but actually for me, like, I can go out and grind like Ships of the Dam for a couple hours in one of these, doing repairs, stopping off at islands and grabbing some more resources if I run out. My biggest problem is the building pieces. Like, the armor is a wooden roof that you have to find those in the crates out at sea. I have a lot harder time finding good blueprints for armor and the doors and the walls and the floors than I do for all the ship-related stuff that you get from Ships of the Dam. Because what I do is I go out and I find the absolute highest level yellows and reds I can find. I try to ignore greens. Greens almost every time drop mediocre, if anything at all. And so I will go hunt. The reds drop the best. The best gear I have ever found has always come out of reds. And they're always higher levels, okay? If you can find reds 30, 40, 50, that's what you want. Yeah, they're so off. They're so staggered. Whatever. Okay, let's go grab some sails. You don't want to go too crazy with the other parts that you've got to put down, or any building or whatever. I didn't even put all the miscellaneous stuff inside yet. There's too large. Let's see what else we got. I usually have all those already prepared and ready, but this one, I think I only need 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you can't put that in there. FYI, you can fit. You can fit 2 large, 1 medium, 1 small. For those that want, maybe you want a little bit more handling, and you want to put another sail on it. You know, Because the more sails you have, yes, you have to put more crew on them, but you also get to run high-end mythical recipes when you find them. And it's really nice to put a smaller medium handling sail with high-end turning radius or acceleration on it, right? Versus not being able to find that at all. Because most of, I could show you the large sails I have. Okay, you can't put these in the front because what ends up happening, even if you can get, I'm just letting you guys know, even if you can get this thing like right down in here, okay, so maybe you could squeeze these to the right and the left a little more so they shoot around it. The problem is these ends here, the roping, the cannons can't shoot through the ropes. Some of the ropes actually cut off their angles. So I was going to put it makes so much sense to put one right there. Especially if you can get them to squeeze to the left and the right enough so they shoot around it. But your outside cannons are very likely to hit that rope, and so I don't ever end up getting a sail there. I just end up dropping the sail right here. Right there. Right there. One of those two spots right there. That's closer to the crew, because you know this spot right here, let me pull this out. This spot right here underneath is where your crew stands. This one right here is what's holding your cannons. So you can put it there on the edge, or you can flip it back here more. For now, we're going to jump to the rear. Again, same thing here. Right here's your cannons. Right here's your crew standing. So that's halfway in between the two. So I'd probably put one there. And this other one, I'll probably put one all the way forward, as far forward as I can get. Minus the front end. Right there. And this one will probably go... I may put it in the back. Notice, though, if you move it here, you have the ropes from the sail coming down in front of the cannon. I actually think this one here, if you look right down in here, see how that one is real close? Alright, get off there. Right there. That one's real close to this rope right here. I think I was questioning this before, and I checked it, and it can shoot without hitting any of the sail. So that one's not a problem. The other one, I would not recommend putting this one like right there. You can do it and then find out if they can shoot through it, but in previous builds when I tried to shoot through net, I couldn't. Otherwise you have all that space. I think I may stuff this one back here in the back like this. That way we end up getting two in the back, the one there in the front. That works for me. Yeah, that works for me. I recommend this floor being as strong as you can make it. Or you don't even have to have it there, you know. You can redesign your front end if you want. I just happen to like this front end. We are missing the lion on the front. I'm like, wait a minute. That looks very empty. What are we missing? I actually like the other one, too. There's a few other of these you can put on it. There's that one that pokes out real far. I think that one looks real aggressive. I like it. We're going to put that one there. I like that one. Okay, so we got the doors on. We got that on. We got all those cannons on. All the cannons are on there. All the cannons are on in the rear. Okay, so before we go nuts, we may not get the other parts. I know we're going to run out of pieces here eventually. So let's go ahead and grab what we know to be the necessities, right? Let's grab... we know we need one of these. We know we need one of these. What else do we have here? We know we need one of these. We know we need one of these. We know we need one of these. I actually run... Oh, I don't need two of those. Whatever. That's way more than I needed. Oh, wait. Is that the right one? Wood mount gun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wood mount gun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the right one. One. Oh, only one. One bucket? What's wrong with this? It's supposed to be more than one bucket. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Alright, alright, alright. Where's my cabinets at? Right there. Alright. And we have our red. So this is a good start. Let's go ahead and jump inside. All these things are not permanent. Actually, I'm going to paint these. That way I know exactly where to look when I am trying to repair the inserted floors. Okay, we're going to come down here. Okay, go ahead and drop down. And let's go ahead and shut this off. We dropped our sails. So now we can... You can put the second one on. You don't have to. Whatever you want. It's another 100 pounds. It's up to you if you want the weight, if you want the room, whatever. Okay, let's drop. That's going to go upstairs. Actually, I'm going to put a few of these upstairs. Like, I don't know that I want this stuff down here. Okay, here's the captain's. The captain comes in here. I think these two need to be filled so we have more floor space here. But I think what we're going to do is I'm going to put one of these right here. There we go. Yeah. That's not an emergency one. In fact, you only have to really have one emergency if you're only running one deck. It's going to be right down here. But the question becomes, how are you going to get down there? I try to place my emergency one close to my... how do I want to get down here? I don't know. I guess it's not too... We don't have to be too picky about it. Okay, I'm probably going to put the emergency right here. And I am putting it away from the wall some, so that there is plenty of room to get back behind it and to get up this wall. And I don't want anything in the way when we're doing repairs and whatnot. I want to be able to just floop right around it. Okay, now these go in here, these go in here, these go in here. That goes in there. I usually run 4 repair hammers, 4 buckets, 2 and 2. That's usually how those are placed. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Actually, I just want this to be red. There we go. Now we know it's an emergency one, because it's red. Okay, let's go upstairs. Alright, we have to put these down. That shark's back. I can hear it. Alright, let's put that there. So that we can interconnect between these. And as far as that goes, really... No. We don't want to join onto this one because you're going to have crew across here and it's going to be crowded. So right here is where the lieutenant's door would go if you were going to use it. Because I think what I'm going to do is... Oh, how are we going to do this? I'm pretty sure we're going to run out of pieces soon. That's why I'm like, I don't know what to do with what. Okay, that works. That works. We can still get down here. That's what I would need. I need a way to get up here, and then we can get to this one here. However, I do remember it being a pain. There we go. Let's do this. There we go. Now we can come up here. Captain can come in here, or whoever comes in this side. You can get up and down here. Or maybe it'd be better to run it that way. I don't know. I'm not going to put another one over there. I was thinking about it, but I don't know how many pieces I have left, so I'm not going to. So unless I find I really, really have enough. Let's go outside and place the helms and stuff before we run out. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be on this one here. It's going to be in the middle of this one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what you want is... Okay. I don't know, we could place it back here. We could put the helm back here. We can put the helm here. No, we can't. We can't. We're just going to drop it here. On that seam. And we're going to drop the lieutenants right next door. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right there. Alright. That works for me. Lieutenant and captain right in the front. The reason why we want to do that is because we're not done on the top of this. Okay. Now where's our center? Where's our center? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the line. Right there. Right there. Okay. There goes that one. There goes that one. Alright. Put that there, put that there, that there, that there. That there, that there, that there, that there. Alright, there, 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 there. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oops. And you don't have to do this. You can put whatever you want on the top of yours. This is more a calling card for the build and the server. So, and my username. So that's exactly why that is being put there. 6. Alright, and now we come down here, drop down, come over here to the wall, spin around, find the center. Alright, and then we find this, and it goes, that's way too far forward. Probably like right in there. Yeah, that'll probably work. I shouldn't have conflicts with that. And we gotta put one over here on the back side. Alright, right there. Alright, pull this out. Oh, come on! Really? They're not supposed to do that. They're supposed to be up on those triangle doors. Or, I'm sorry, those triangle walls. They're supposed to all sit on it. At least it did before, but maybe this one doesn't want to. Oh man, I gotta rebuild it. Alright. There we go. I mean, I can leave the rear walls in. They don't have to come out. It's just a bit more roomier in there when they're there. And we're going to put swivel guns on top of there. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and throw our stripes on. Yeah, guys, if you use the builds or whatever, or even the techniques or whatever you use, then all I ask is you give credit. That's all. Just be respectful. It's the same thing as if you read something, you're quoting someone from something. Just give them credit. They are the authors of it. Alright, here we go. Otherwise, it's plagiarism. Alright, there we go. Alright. And now we do this here. There we go. That's what really accents it out. And then we come over here. Oh, was it 3? I don't remember. Nope, it's 4. Alright. There we go. Okay, and then these here. Red, red, red. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now it's 6 in the morning. And we can actually see it a little better. There we go. I don't know if we're going to call it the... Maybe we'll call it the assault cruiser. AKA the Javelin. We might call it the Javelin. I might call that one the Polaris. They're Star Citizen names. So I'll give them credit. That's where they come from. They're both awesome ships. But yeah, there we are. Yeah, guys, I'm the search and rescue and medical or healthcare director of synchronizers in Star Citizen. The name of the org is Synchronizers. You can check us out, synchronizers.com. The name of it will be down in the description. I didn't even think about it when I was doing Atlas videos, but maybe some of you guys are Star Citizen fans and you don't have an org you're running with. We are approximately 1,600 people, extremely active every single week. A lot of great guys and gals in our group. And you can check us out even on the RSI website, Sync, S-Y-N-C-H. Look us up. And we are definitely, without a doubt, a PvP group. We are actually tied into every area. There's pretty much nothing our org doesn't offer. I just figured I'd throw that out there now that I was thinking about Star Citizen names. Okay, this is missing 6. Here we go. Again, I paint them. They go with the color setup, but also now I know exactly where to look when I'm trying to do interior repairs on those floor pieces that are a lot weaker than the deck. Alright, Panda, there's your deadly broadside in the front, in the side, but here's what we need to go over also. I'm not going to worry too much about the numbers on this server. I already know that this ship setup is a 50 crew setup. Yes, it is. It's 50 crew. 10 on each side, that's 20. 10 in the rear, that's 30. 16 in the front, that's 46. 3 sails, a helm, and a lieutenant. That's actually 51. Okay, so... But that's on this server, okay? Cut your cannon count down. On official, you're going to have... yeah, it very much is a Javelin with that many crew. You're going to have 6 in the front, top, bottom. That's 12. Let's just say 7 on each side. That's 14. Plus 12 is 26. 8 in the rear. Yeah, 6, 7, 8. 8 in the rear. That's 34. Plus probably a helm and 3 sails. That's 4. That's 38. Okay, so you're looking at 38 without a lieutenant's platform. I strongly recommend you run it, which would be 39 crew. And then you can put all the rest into weight, and you're going to have to put it into weight. On a brig, it's not too bad. You do get 200 pounds per point, which helps a lot. And if you have to, you can run a large weight sail, which they just got a buff, so that'll give you even more weight. Remember, these ships are not built for speed. Okay, they are built for combat. Okay, they are built to run in a fleet with several of these. Okay, you run several of these together, and you're going to be absolutely a serious force to be reckoned with. Again, we don't put our cannons in the far rear so that they don't take a bunch of damage. The same thing in the front. We pull them back some for safety, so that when the front ends take all the hammering and stuff, they are still well within use. These side ones, we did cover them. However, you know, I really don't know. It really depends on, like with against players, you know players are going to be hitting them because players love to broadside like crazy. If you're running next to somebody, you're going to get broadsided like nuts. I don't believe we have a lot of pieces left. Okay, you don't have to build that across the top. There are several pieces right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, 24, 28, 30. There are 30 pieces right there. Right? I put that on in here because, and I'm not even joking with this setup, I've already had it out. I had another one that was built just like this one, minus this area right here. It's still kind of tripping me out. I don't know what happened here. But I already had it out. And it's like 2 shots. And whatever it is falls. And I'm not talking level 3s and 4s, okay? Because you can on those and they fall out. I mean serious levels, okay? I'm talking about ships of the dam that are level 20, 30, 40 plus, okay? And again, in my experience, your best blueprints are going to come from the highest ship of the dam you can get. Go find the reds and take them out. They're going to give you your best recipes. Oh, I never put those boxes down, did I? I never did. Okay, they're going to go here. I think I'm going to put the ammo box right here. I try to centrally locate my ammo box, and it's on the deck, not on the floor. Floors like to break too easy. Decks, I've never ever had a deck break on one of my ships that I didn't accidentally tear up myself, you know. I think I'm going to put the food larder right here so it can reach the whole ship. And that'll work great for me. Okay, I always put this in a very conveniently located spot. Obviously on a PvP ship, you know, you're going to do it differently. You're going to bury it somewhere and you're going to put it behind lock and key and all that jazz. I'm not going to sweat that too much. I mostly want this where I have easy access. Maybe we'll put it right here. I think that's far enough forward. Like I said, I would not recommend anything. This red box means whatever gets here is likely to get destroyed. Anything back here is likely to get destroyed if it gets hit by a whale or it gets bombarded back here. I think that's close enough to... I think that's safe enough. I already placed a box in the front. We have an emergency box right there. I actually doubled up this box here. I end up putting like extra floor pieces and roof pieces and all that jazz in here when I go out. I play like every other player when I'm out grinding ships of the dam and stuff. Although I go around like this flying when I'm building because it's a lot faster. It's a lot easier to buzz around the ship. You can build every bit of this without flying. It just takes longer. I personally don't fill in these gaps on a PvE ship because it's a bunch of waste. Like, you don't need to. On PvP, absolutely. You're going to rip that top thing off there. You're going to put something else you want up here, and you're going to go inside, and you're going to start, you know, customizing to what you like. What else we got here? We got one there. We got one here. This actually does tie into all those pieces. And so I could put one more here somewhere. And same thing with these over here. A little advice when you start using this. When you first start using it, it is going to be very difficult. Okay, because the first thing I'm going to have to do from here is sail west, go to the Freeport, pick up a bunch of crew, and I'm going to have to go inside, pull some gold out of the vault, and then bring it out here, drop it in. You know, oh, I have to put 2 swivel guns on it still. I forgot about those. When you first start using it, it's very... It's not very strong. I mean, you just don't have the guns installed yet for it to be strong. And I would recommend you put your crew on the ship evenly. Do I not have another swivel gun? Put your crew on it evenly. You're going to want to put the crew on evenly because you don't want to start turning. That is if you battle like I do. You don't want to start turning and then not have a side have guys on it so that you can do some damage. It's really the hardest part about leveling a ship like this up. There we go. See, covers both sides. Anyone comes down that ramp, comes up these sides right here, they're getting blasted. Yeah, it not only looks cool, but it's functional. That's why it's there. Alright, let's put this one on. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Now if anyone tries to get you here too. Obviously the weak points are here, but you have to be able to get up on the ship in order to get there, and if you have the pieces, I could probably tear those out. Yeah, I'm still monkeying with that. I want to fix the X, but I may put like another swivel gun like right here, down below, right below this point right here, right down there, and change these walls and keep the X somehow, and put a crewman there and a swivel gun that way and another one over here. That way you have 360-degree protection of the entire top of your cruiser here. For now I'm going to keep calling it a cruiser. I don't know what it's going to be. I do think it's going to be the Javelin, and I do think that's going to be the Polaris. Trying to make sure there's nothing else missing that needs to be said on this. Yeah, I don't know, guys. If there was something in here you would have liked to have seen, if there's another build you'd like to see, if you have any other tips you'd like to share, maybe something was missed. Any other insights to share with everyone? Go ahead and drop them down in the comments. I'm going to bring this one to a close, and the next one will probably be taking after I get some crew on it. Although crew right now are bugged since the last patch. If you've noticed, I think pretty much if you've been playing the game and you've tried to do anything with crew, you know you can't select crew right now. They're broken. Once they are on something, you cannot select them, you cannot pull them off, you can't direct them to do anything, you can't even whistle at them. Crew are officially broke right now. So this might just sit here until crew gets fixed. In fact, let me show you. Actually, let me show you with this dude. This dude has been with me since the very beginning. That's why he's sitting here. Eventually, I will put him back on something. See? That's T right there. I'm whistling. Nothing. Nothing at all. Now, you can go up to him. You can press E, but here's the problem. If you try to do this right here, pull up that radial menu, when he is on a station like a gun or a sail or something, you will get no radial menu. The only reason you're getting a radial menu now is because he's not on any station. At the moment you put him on a station, he's perm stuck. So FYI, right now, crew's broke. Alright, Panda, this one was built with you in mind, especially that broadside. Again, you're not going to be able to go that big on official. You'll have to knock it down some. But the main thing I would pay attention to also on official is your weight. This one is sitting at 10,000. 10,162. But keep in mind, keep a few things in mind, alright? She's sitting at 10,000, which is actually, that's under the 80 percentile for a 15,000 pound brig, right? But now you've got to put cannonballs on her, and they're going to be heavy cannonballs. And keep in mind, every single time you fire a broadside, that's 10 cannonballs. Okay? And so maybe what you want to do is you want to break your side broadside into two groups. Like maybe the left side is, maybe these 5 are group 5, these 5 are group 6, right? This side over here is group 7. This side here is group 8, right? And then your lower fronts, I always separate from your upper fronts because lowers cannot shoot the exact same angles as uppers. Uppers can get the full range of someone dead in front of you and far out. These ones here, the bottoms, have to get medium to far out. So I usually put these on like group 9. Okay? And then you got group front, group 9, group 5, 6, 7, 8 down the sides, and then you have back. And all these here get grouped in back. Okay, so now you can start grouping. In order to group a cannon, all you got to do is go up to the cannon, like so. Drop down. There we go. Go to the cannon, click it. Click here, station group. And maybe this one is left, rear, so maybe we'll go like group 5. Right? See how it says group 5, order, stand down? Right now it says group left. Right? You can keep it on group left. You can. You could take this one. Let's put it back to group left. Okay, I didn't even think about that, but because you naturally have a left and a right. I'm so used to running the bottom broadsides. We don't have those now. So what you could do is leave like 5 of these left, 5 of those right, and then maybe this would be group 5 and the other side would be group 6. The point is you can break these banks up. So you're not firing them all at the same time if you don't want to. I strongly recommend you get good flipping through your groups and firing so you're not wasting cannonballs. There's nothing worse than looking at like the side of like a galleon, I'm looking at it here, and firing 26 cannons out the side and 10 hit. And all the rest were just sheer waste. We've all been there. You know what happens a lot. If people would group their guns, you wouldn't have that. Because all you'd have to do is set them up into your groups and flip on the group that is targeted and fire it. And don't fire the others. And you can shut a group off as quickly as touching a key. So if you know, like on the side of a galleon, maybe you have left, right? Maybe your whole front part is left. Then you have group 5. And then you have group 6 in the rear on the left. Well, if you know only your fronts are going to hit, shut off group 5 and 6 before you fire. Right? But if your fronts are going to miss and your centers are going to hit, maybe it's a sloop or something and it's headed away, and your rears are going to miss, then shut off group 6, shut off group left, and fire group 5 right here in the middle. Boom. You can do that with a quick flip of your buttons and then hit them. And then you didn't waste all those cannonballs. And I'm saying that because, first off, cannonballs cost time and effort in order to make and get all the resources to make them, but also their weight on your ship. And there's nothing worse than putting, like, look at that thing. That thing fires 26 cannons out one side, right, when it's all set up and, like, all plumbed out. Well, if you put 300 cannonballs on it and you're throwing 26 out each side, that's only 12 volleys. 6 volley off each side. Well, now imagine when you can start grouping them and fire them in groups, now you can conserve a ton of cannonballs. Same thing on this thing, because it fires so many cannonballs. Fire the ones that are going to hit. If the target's too close, you don't have to fire these bottom ones and go up over it. You can flip the bottoms off, fire just the tops. So that's what I would recommend. Yeah, you're going to be kind of sloppy when you first start because you're going to have to learn all your keys. You're going to have to learn where everything's at. But once you do it a while, you know, muscle memory, you'll get a lot better at it. All right, y'all, this is Otto. Like, subscribe, and give any credit if you use any of it. Have a great time out there, and we will see you in the next one.